Hello everyone, Kyro here, and welcome to another episode of Kyrocraft. This is episode 2, and we are starting out right next to our chicken cooker, which seems to produce a lot more feathers than chicken, but we'll worry about that another time, because today we are going to be playing around with villagers. Now I went ahead and used /c to get our seed and plugged it into Chunkbase to find a village, and I found that there is a village almost directly out 500 blocks this direction from our starter zone, and that's great news because I want to make a villager breeder. We'll be making a breeder according to Nimbon's design. His video explaining how the breeder works and the new 1.14 mechanics that go into it is down in the description box, so give it a watch if you want to know more about villagers. Now, because villagers can pick a profession at random based off of any job block within a 75 block Manhattan distance away from them, which is a diamond shape, I decided I'll just make the breeder in the village and keep it far away from our builds. That way we can make a rail system to go back and forth and take the babies out wherever we want to take them. So whenever we make a trading hall, it'll also be in another location. Now, this breeder is probably going to be overkill for what I really need, but it looks like a lot of fun to build, so I'm going to hop right on that now. Alright guys, so here we are in the village. I really like what they did in this update. There's a lot more life added to the villages now. So I guess the first step now is really to clear us out of space and make our villager breeder. And where I think would be the best place for that, if we're looking at it here. Right here looks pretty good. I'm not sure exactly how much space we're going to need. I think I might have to clear out that little cauldron house over there, though. There's a bunch of leather workers over there. But anyways, I'll clear out our space and see you in the creative testing world that has our breeder design we're going to be using in it. Alright guys, so here we are in the test world, and this is Nimbon's world download. This is 6 tall. Then we have 2 spaces, and I have chunk borders showing by hitting F3 and G. F3 and G at the same time. This comes 2 out of the corner, and then this is right on the chunk layer, and then 3 chunks away, we're supposed to have these beds just like that. That's the important part of where we build this. We've got a layer on top of it, 3 above, just to keep lightning from striking our villagers and turning them to witches. As you'll see, the babies will breed on top of these guys. There is stained glass actually pushed into these guys, a block of air with a fence post. They'll drop into here and go up a water elevator, at which point they will be held until full nighttime, which, again, if you want to know the mechanics of the new villager breeding mechanics, go check out Nimbon's video, because I'm not an expert and he's a lot smarter than I am. But as you can see, this is very simple. Again, we have this just 2 blocks above that. This is actually a 3 high chamber. He explains that they can get stuck if it's just too high. And whenever it's nighttime, these are tracked, and then they fall down and go to our selection system here. Or not selection system, but our villager delivery system. So yeah, let's go ahead and get back to it and start building this puppy. Alright guys, so here we are back in our world. We took out that hut right here and flattened the area. There's probably some water under there, but that's okay. As you can see here, I went ahead and laid out the foundation. It comes in 2 from the corner of this chunk. It's 20 by 6, which means 3 chunks in this direction, this being 1, this being 2, and that one being 3 right about here. We will have a line of blocks going across at the same Y level as that. And then our beds will be going right about here. So I have a couple problems in that I don't have any glass because I still haven't found a desert. And we don't have any ice. So I'm going to have to manually feed them. And then our third problem, speaking of feeding them, we don't have any food that they like. So I'm probably going to have to manually farm a bunch of crops. Turn chunk borders off here so I can see properly. Another issue I've been having is a lot of villager raids, or not raids, but patrols keep spawning around here, and I really don't want to be in this village whenever we have bad omen, because then it'll trigger a raid, and I would hate to lose the villagers. So I think how we can combat that is to get some milk buckets, and there are cows over here in a pen, but I don't have any iron on me, so I might have to go get some to make a bucket. But yeah, so plan for now is that we're just gonna continue building this up like this and trust in our handy dandy friends here to keep us safe. And I'll be back whenever we made some more progress. Alright guys, so I changed my mind. I decided it would be best for us to do a little bit of a resource gathering session. So I'm gonna go ahead and go gather up some more iron because we're gonna need pistons. I'm going to go ahead and grab some sand, that way we can smelt into some glass to push into the villagers. And I decided I'm going to use some more stone bricks. We need a lot more cobble, so we have a mining session coming up and a sand gathering session. Let's get to it. So I decided to do a time-lapse here of the building process, so I had time to chat with you guys about a few things. First, you may have noticed that this video is coming out late, unless I'm a madman and work through tonight, and that there was no redstone video yesterday. This is due to the fact that we've had some pretty severe weather here the past few days. Flash floods, hail, tornado, thunderstorms, that sort of thing. We recently moved into a new house, which is awesome, but that means I had to re-kit our storm shelter yesterday. Now, you'd think that that'd just take a couple hours to get everything together, clean out the shelter, but no, it took literally the entire Monday somehow. I have no idea, but it managed to do that. Which means I didn't have time to plan, script, record, or edit a redstone video, and then all of last night and a good portion of this morning, we got to spend in that shelter. Which again, isn't great in terms of productivity. Which brings me to my next topic, that being my schedule. I thought I had time to do 6 episodes a week, 3 redstone, 3 let's play, but to be frankly honest, I severely underestimated the amount of time that goes into making each and every one of these videos, and how many interruptions I have on a daily basis. This wasn't apparent to me whenever I just had to do the redstone videos. I was able to juggle everything just fine. I seemed busy, but I figured I could do more. But now that I'm having to double my workload, basically triple my workload actually, with all those interruptions and cuts in productivity, I'm basically having to work through the evening and through family time, which isn't great. Don't get me wrong, I love playing Minecraft and the entire video creation process is amazing and I love being a YouTuber, but if you ignore your family, they get downright grumpy and we won't be having that. So I need to figure out a way to stop all the interruptions I experience throughout the day because it cuts the momentum of productivity by a ton, like I said. Eventually, I may get this process streamlined and be able to put out more content, but as it stands, I'm going to be dialing it back a bit and changing my schedule to 3 Let's Plays a week, and that's it. I'll aim for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, because as of now, weekends are reserved for house chores and family time, because that's when I really get to see my wife as much. And as for redstone episodes, I'll release them as I get time to make them. I have quite a few planned, as well as a series planned, but I have to do a lot more research for that series, so it's going to take me a while to get rolling on that one. But if you guys have any requests, I'd be happy to make an episode over your topic and give you a shout out. But that's enough of that. Back to the video. Alright guys, I think it is time to go ahead and make the water chamber that's going to transport the villagers up and over. But we have to get them out of here first, and for that we are going to need some walls. Luckily I have made some in advance, without even realizing it. I actually probably collected those somewhere. So I know it's going to have to come out this way. Let's go ahead and do this. Our water source is going to go right here in the corner. And we're going to come out 4 like that, and then step across on this side. And then this part will be filled in as well. And then over here, we're only going to step across 3 like that before we start coming in. Staircasing. And all of this level should go ahead and be like this, I believe. And we're going to come in right here and go ahead and knock out these 2 blocks. This needs to be 3 tall. Now, how's this go? A little something like this, a little something like this. And then right here is actually where our walls need to go. Meaning right here is where our soul sand needs to go. Which is right here. There we go. Perfect. So they're going to come in here. Actually, I think it needs to be on this block. And then we'll have blocks coming up like this. So let's give this a tester, right? And see if our water actually does what we want it to. So we'll take 1 in this corner and 1 in this corner. And it should fill up and push in. That looks right. That looks right. And then if we put a water source right here. Oh, wait. We need signs. Okay. So let's go ahead and craft up 3 signs. I think that's all we'll need. And it'll go like right here, here, I think. Oh, is this right? Alright guys, so I have just double checked myself here, and as you can see here, I'm not touching my keyboard. We go ahead and flow forward, and whenever we get into the column, this little piece right here sends us upwards, that way our villagers don't get stuck and drown. And now I just need to build this up 110 blocks from the soul sand. Which is looking at block 63 on the Y level, so we need to go up to 164. Let's get going. Alright guys, so here we are at the top. As you can see, I've started placing trapdoors around like so. This block right here is where our water is going to go, right in this air block right here I'm standing in. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll have some sticky pistons with blocks blocking the exit right here. We've got these trapdoors 3 high over here, that way they can kind of bob up and down and they won't get stuck. So now all we gotta do without falling is go ahead and shift click our trapdoors in. Oh god, that scared me. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Okay guys, so progress update. I fell. Luckily, I landed in just this corner block of water, barely. But I fell, so I didn't get it all built. But I think that means that we should just go ahead and build ourselves a place right here with water in it. That way, if we fall again while building up there, we don't die. This sounds like a wonderful idea. So this is a lovely house here, but it's going to have to go. So guys, I've just been digging this area out, and I found that our well actually connects to our catching chamber here, which gives me an idea. We could basically make a fountain of youth. Just have the babies popping up out of the fountain. I think that's a pretty cool idea, so I'm going to go with it. So yeah, they're going to drop down here every night, and then they'll come around into here and transport out somewhere else. That's the plan right now. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and figure out how we can connect this up real fast. Progress update time. We got the water panel here completed. We need to swap out these bottom blocks to make it look not quite as ugly, as well as build up around it, but we'll take care of that another time. We've got it coming across here, and this is where the baby villagers will go, and I'll have to make a system, which I'll just filter them into this room over here, and then have one block above them, so this block right here, I'll just show you. I'll have signs here and then water on top of it like so. That way whenever they grow up, their head sticks in this water and then they'll shoot out wherever I want them to go. And I've got a hole dug out in this corner here, and I've got signs layered across this so that the water won't fall down. I'm going to put the water in this corner, as we can see whenever I get out of here. Hopefully that's flowing the right way. I think it is. Yeah, so I'm going to have a minecart bob back and forth right here. And while they're being pushed into the corner and moving up and down, the minecart can actually pick them up through it. Although it'll have to be out of this block here. And that's alright with me. This is where the adult villagers will come out of, and then we'll be able to transport them out on command. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up putting the signs all around and get the water set up. And then we need to work on going ahead and getting some of these villagers up in the breeding chamber. Oh no! The pillagers have come into the village. This is really not good. I really hope I don't get bad omen here. I don't know where the leader is. I'm gonna sleep so that we don't get any bad stuff going on, but whoo! We started killing our villagers. We might have to trap these guys while we're building. That was not good. Alright guys, so I built up this too tall, went ahead and finished the baby and adult villager sorter. As you can see, one villager made their way in there, so they are floating up into that corner. I went ahead and finished up the trapdoor setup up there, filled this in with water, and made a temporary rail system right here. Luckily we have a villager in here, because this is what gave me the idea for this. I can just use this little water elevator here and minecart system to go ahead and fill up the breeder that way. So I need a minecart, and now we should see that's not supposed to happen. Maybe this needs to be a solid block, but I didn't think it needed to. Well, let's test it. Alright. Okay, yep. It needs to be a solid block. Okay, good to know. So, how'd that work? And am I going to be able to get him out of there? Let's see. I'll just go down here. Do a little something like that. Oh, yeah. And hopefully this comes out over here. Because that is not a good way to lose iron. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to temporarily block this water elevator. Alright guys, so I have a little bit of an idea here involving this bell. Whenever you ring it, villagers are supposed to respond in the area by coming to it. So I'm thinking if I can get them to come to us, I can just kick them over the edge here, Spartan style, and they'll end up in the breeder. But they don't seem to be responding to it at all, which is really strange. Back to the drawing board. And in you go. Got him. What is he doing? Okay, well, bye-bye. Alright guys, after many struggles, we finally have two villagers where they are supposed to be. Now, I need a piston and a way to activate it. I'm afraid they'll jump out when I push the block in, so I'll slab here and a few blocks out like this. Replace that with a piston. And here goes nothing. Okay, that's a good sign. Yes, that's a very good sign. The moment of truth is whenever I take the slab out from above them, I am a bit nervous about it. It took me around about 40 minutes to get those guys in there. I don't know what their deal was, but they just wanted to run straight away from the water, straight away from the breeder. They were like looking for a new settlement or something. I don't know. But they just did not want to work with me at all. Okay. Last block here, and now... That's good. Yes, that's good. I think that means we're good to go on this process as long as we don't spill water on their heads. They shouldn't be able to get out of here. Yes! Alright guys, so we were only able to find 4 villagers in total, which is kind of surprising. So yeah, I guess a bunch of them got killed, or maybe they ran off. I don't know. Every single one of them seemed to be running away from the villages. Maybe I should have put some jaw blocks down around here. That might have been a good idea, but anyways. Now, these two happen to jump in different holes, so unfortunately they'll be useless until we get another one in each of those. This pair can go ahead and breed, and we should be able to get 2 babies per day once we get some food. So I went ahead and tilled out this area and put 4 water spots on there to make sure this soil is covered. Now I've just been going around punching a bunch of grass and stuff trying to get seeds. I'm going to go ahead and farm up a lot of wheat to make a lot of bread to breed these guys up. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like. If you've been following the series and want to see more, consider subscribing. It supports the channel and lets me know that I'm doing something right. Until next time, guys, my name is Kyro, and I'm out. I'll see you next time.